Good morning, everyone. We're here at the press conference for the Concacaf Women's Qualifiers in Nevis versus Panama, which will take place on Wednesday, the 4th of March at the National Bank Group Technical Center in St. Peters. Up first for our press conference will be the representatives for Panama. We have Coach Tonya East and player Karina Baltrip-Rice. And so we'll start with the first question. I will ask the first, and then we'll also have Ralston Rankin from Sugar City FM. First question to Coach. First of all, how have preparations been for the team? How prepared is the team for this match tomorrow?
Buenos días a todos. Bien, la verdad que llevamos desde el primer día de concentración entrenando muy bien. Las chicas están muy centradas en el partido que tenemos, en este siguiente partido de clasificación, y estamos muy contentos con el trabajo que están realizando.
Good morning. For the first day from the start of this camp, we've had really good feelings. The team is really happy to be here, and we're training well and excited for the match to come.
What do you think are the strong points for the team that will give the team, you think will give the team an advantage over St. Kitts Nevis?
Somos fuertes en cuál manera. Somos fuertes en
Ellos.
no, nosotros.
Que somos fuertes.
Sí.
Bueno, la verdad es que hemos mejorado en muchas facetas, ¿no? Desde que estamos dirigiendo este nuevo cuerpo técnico, la selección, hemos mejorado en muchas facetas. Creemos que hay que dominar un poquito todos los contextos y bueno, quizás las transiciones puede ser algo más fuerte ahora mismo nuestro, pero también sabemos tener el balón, también sabemos tener la posesión y tener esa tranquilidad cuando hay que tenerla.
So a few of our strengths are keeping the ball, possession, as well as transitions, but there are also things that we can work on as a team in terms of dwells and just overall playing as a team.
Yeah. Could you give us an idea of the makeup of your team? I know most teams in CONCACAF, they have a makeup of overseas-based players and local-based players. What's the composition of your team like?
Composición de nosotras, del equipo, legendarias y jugadores en
¿Cómo ha sido
sí.
La verdad que bien, ¿no? Hemos estado trabajando también de manera quizás incidiendo más en la forma física, de poner al equipo más igualado con las legionarias, las chicas que juegan en Panamá, intentando darles trabajos, y que también es cierto que la Liga de Panamá es más competitiva y eso nos ayuda mucho más a la hora de poder, de cuando las tenemos nosotros, de que puedan hacer el trabajo mucho mejor, ¿no?
Sí, so we do have players who play outside in Europe as well as other places in Latin America, and then players in the league LFF in Panama. And so, of course, those that are training in Panama but trying to raise the levels where everyone is incorporated together, the level's high, the intensity's high, and we're working well as a team.
Okay. And what can fans in Panama expect from your team tomorrow when they play St. Kitts Nevis?
Los fans que no sé la palabra.
¿Cómo? Es que no...
Expectativas de los fanáticos en Panamá para este partido.
Vale. Bueno, la gente está muy ilusionada, ¿no? con nuestra clasificación al Mundial. Nosotros vamos paso a paso. Vamos a centrarnos primero en estos partidos. Nos estaríamos equivocando si pensamos ya en el siguiente paso a este. Y bueno, creo que está con muchas ganas de ver a la selección otra vez en otro Mundial. Sabemos que no es fácil por el formato que tenemos ahora, pero nosotros estamos con muchas ganas de clasificar, ¿no?
The fans can expect a great match. Obviously, we're going to take it step by step. We're not looking too far in the future, but just focusing on the games we have ahead of us. They can expect us to come out to the pitch with everything we have and focus to play.
Okay, Russell Rankin, Sugar City, right here in St. Kitts. Is this the first time your team will be playing at the technical center, which is a new pitch compared to that they are accustomed playing, I'm sure, which is the pitch right across there? They won't be playing there anymore, right? In terms of preparation and conditions, it might be a little in favor of the home side. Is your team worried so much in terms of the condition of the pitch?
Aquí.
Sí, la primera vez está en St. Kitts. Sí.
Pues, referencia a la cancha, nada más.
Sí,
¿no?
tienen un estadio nuevo, ya no van a usar el que generalmente usaban. ¿Sí? Entonces, sí, te preocupa las condiciones de este estadio nuevo.
No, la verdad que no sabemos. Han venido unos compañeros ya del staff y nuestro gerente en avanzada a ver el estado del campo, el estado del hotel. No nos preocupa. Sabemos que nos vamos a tener que jugar en campos unos mejores, otros en peor estado, y es algo que nos tenemos que adaptar, no nos queda otra. Hay que adaptarse, tanto cuando jugamos en natural como en sintético, y en sintético que estén mejor y peor. No hay nada más que esa adaptación.
We had players, staff from our federation come beforehand to inspect everything, the field, the facilities, everything. So we don't have any worries. We know that obviously there are pitches that are much better, much worse than others. Obviously we prefer to play on natural grass, but we are not worried at all about the conditions, the pitch, or anything.
Okay.
For you as a player, how confident are you that your team will play very well against St. Kitts, considering the training and preparation that you'd have put in?
Yeah, we've had a lot of great days of preparation and training coming into this. We're very united as a team, so we're not worried at all. Expecting to perform well, to play well, and to put on a good show for our fans back at home.
Right. And how would you describe women's football? We know the men's team do very well in Concacaf, in World Cup qualifying and other competitions, but how would you describe the women's team in Panama?
I would say it's a lot of passion. Like I said, we're really united. It's more of a family than a team. So I think that sets us apart. But for sure, passion for the country, for playing football, for a lot of us is very important. So I think passion for sure.
And as a female player, women's football is growing in popularity globally. How would you rate the growth of it in CONCACAF, and are you satisfied with where it's at, and do you think there's some more room to grow in CONCACAF?
For sure, I think there's more room to grow, but compared to the last cycle of us in these qualifying matches, the competition has definitely increased. But I still think there's a long way to go. There's much ahead for the future of women's football.
Right. And lastly, of course, this is the first step towards not just qualifying for the women's competition, but also looking to World Cup qualifying, which is coming up soon. How important do you think this match is to that goal? And in terms of Panama dreaming to make it, I think you qualified the last World Cup, right? So making it back to that World Cup stage again, how much is that on your mind?
To be completely honest, we're just focused on the game we have right now. Obviously, we do have hopes to qualify for the championship and furthermore the World Cup, but we're just focused on the match we have ahead, the upcoming games, and training as a team and being united and focused.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Panama, coach and the player, for your time, and wish you all the best.
Gracias.
We stand by now for St. Kitts Nevis. No, just they'll keep that one and they'll keep this one. Yeah, just that one. No, the last one. Because if I had more time, then I would have been able to send an invitation. You know, no, it's just last day I confirmed with it. So. Okay. Let me just do the formal introduction. Ready? All right, so we now have with us the head coach of the St. Kitts Nevis women's team, Mr. Earl Jones, and the captain, Chloe Udenberg. We'll turn the questions over to Mr. Ralston Rankin to start off from Sugar City FM.
All right, good morning. Okay, this is a very exciting match for St. Kitts. First and foremost, on a scale, maybe of 1 to 10, the preparation in terms for the players, how excited are they to play a team, of such great caliber as Panama at home, and, what basically, is the outcome in terms of results would you guys settle for? A win, a draw, definitely not a loss. So I'll have you answer that one.
Yes, thank you and good morning. And I want to thanks for being here. From a scale of 1 to 10, if I really have to give you a number, to be honest, I'll say 10. We are very prepared. The team is well prepared. We've been having the opportunity to have some wonderful sessions, and we are just eager to be here. About the results, I do believe that we are home, and nobody should be coming on our home side to be the favorites. And I think that having the opportunity to play at home, this is something that we've always been waiting for, and we just left to see. We nothing less than a win would be nice, and we just left to see.
Coach, give us a little insight into the team, the composition of the team. I know over the years we've had some senior players who would have played with the team and have moved on. So just give us an idea of this new look St. Kitts Nevis women's team.
Yeah, the team is a well mixed and balanced team. We have players, based home here in St. Kitts, and we have players coming from abroad, Canada and US, as far as the UK and England. So our team is well balanced, Andre, and yeah.
So a combination of local and overseas based players.
So again,
A combination of local and overseas
yes,
based
a
players.
combination, yes. Again, every time we play, the team is just getting better and better, and it's just up from here.
Right. You've had a chance to work with the girls so far in terms of training and preparation. How has that been going?
During the camp, it's just love. I've seen, it move from one level to the next. It's just pure love. We've been preaching love, and once we start with that, it's just gonna get better. In terms of the play, we have some real technical players. We are looking actually. I'm the head coach, and I'm actually eager to see these girls go to the field tomorrow.
Chloe, for you, you've been with the team, the makeup, for a long time. You've had a chance to see the transition of the team. How would you describe this team compared to what you had had played with previously?
Yeah, I think like every time that we get together and play, it just keeps getting better and better. And I think it also comes to our culture, like we just keep growing that off the field, which translates on the field. And so like I'm very impressed with like the growth of our team just over the years, obviously having been with this team for many years. So it's definitely always positive when I come, like it's just growing. So.
Good.
And in terms of preparations for you as a player, how's that been so far? I mean, I know you're playing overseas and you'd have to come back home and also still prepare the national team.
Yeah, preparation, it's all going well. Again, I think we're all trying to get along on the field and also off the field. In terms of on the field, you're bringing players from all over that are playing in different club environments, but we're all just trying to get on the same page, which is what we're doing, whether it's like on-field classroom sessions, all that. So I think in terms of preparation, we are very well prepared for our game.
Thank you. Coach, back to you. And I'll ask a similar question to what I asked the Panama in terms of women's football. I'd love to get both of your perspective on development of women's football in Concacaf, whether you think we have some ways to go or you're satisfied where we are compared to where we were before. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of growth, I think that we always have room for improvement, and but we've been seeing the growth within this team, and it's just tremendous for me. It's a good feeling to have this group of girls, and it's only getting better from here, Andre. So for me, I'm really impressed and just willing to see the girls go and play.
Chloe?
Yeah, I think it's definitely growing. I don't think I'm exactly satisfied with where it's at now. I think there is a lot more growth that can be done, but it is positive in terms of it is growing, so it's not staying the same always. But I definitely think there is room for improvement, and also the talent on the women's side is only growing as well. And players deserve bigger and better opportunities because of their hard work. So hopefully that continues to grow.
Okay. In terms of goal, and what are your goals in terms of with this team, not just for this game, but beyond this game, later in the qualifiers and beyond that?
Yes, this is something that we've been stressing on, Andre. Totally, right after this cycle, we will be starting our next cycle immediately. So it's just up from here, as I said previous. We're gonna continue doing what we are doing to make sure that this team, continue to grow and make sure that we can represent at the highest level.
Yeah. Chloe, for you, personal goal with the team, where do you want to see this national team go?
I would love to be at a World Cup one day, and that be like an end goal. But again, it takes a lot to get to that level. And I think it's those like 1% that you're putting in every day. So trying to improve the program every single day, whether again it's on field, off field, resources, all that kind of stuff. So in terms of an overall goal, I would just love to see that kind of continue to grow and one day be on that stage.
Okay. Finally, for this game today, obviously it's a big match, playing Panama here in St. Kitts. For both of you, how confident are you that you think you'll do well against a good side like Panama?
Yeah, based on our preparations, I think that we are well prepared to come up against Panama. I think it's a really more statement game for us. For me, we've been stressing, again, women's football within this region. I think that, again, people just look to the men's side and feel like the women's have no place in it. And I think, having an opportunity to play at home is a statement for us. And we're going to give it our all. I think the team is well prepared and ready to play. So I'm just asking everybody to come out to witness history, and, we just left to see.
Chloe?
Yeah, for me, every game is important. So I think you prepare to go in and to win. That's why we all play the sport at the end of the day. So yeah, I think like at the end, we're all going into this game wanting that win, 3 points.
Okay. All right. Thank you both. And that ends this morning's press conference for St. Kitts, Nevis and Panama. The game again will be tomorrow, the 4th of March at the National Bank Group Technical Center at 7 p.m. It's women's qualifiers, CONCACAF qualifiers between St. Kitts and Nevis and Panama. Thank you very much.